Oh yeah,
That's
when they hear
also nice
Eastern
to
Europe and they
hear
see the
from.
movies, they see the mobster,
Yeah,
like the gangsters are always from like Albania or Bulgaria or something. No, it's not like that here. They exist. Those people also
yeah,
exist, but if you don't get in their way, you're fine.
yeah. I mean, and let's be honest, you can be pickpocket right now everywhere in the world, so that's not the biggest.
Sure.
That's not a
I know. I prefer a
differentiator. So
pickpocket
catching a
over
pickpocketer.
getting my car smashed into. Because the last time I went to the Bay Area, which was like 2 months ago, I mean, just it doesn't matter where you are. If you're in a major, I don't know, parking lot that's daylight, full of people, full of cars, your car can still get smashed. So it's just like here, you can leave your phone on the dashboard on accident when you go into grocery shop, and your car won't get smashed. So you still shouldn't, but
Hmm,
I mean, I'm just saying it's much safer here. Yeah.
nice. What about visa process? Like, I mean, in your case, I assume
Hmm.
it was through marriage, and that solves a lot of things, or.
It helps. So I'm a non-EU citizen, and even being married to a
Mhm.
Bulgarian, it's one of the more, I think, difficult processes to get residency. So first, I'm supposed to get my visa D to be able to stay here for, is it 6 months, I think, in America. I was
Mhm.
supposed to get it before I came here. I came here, I have a 3-month tourist visa where I don't need to apply for anything. And I realized when I want to switch it to the 6-month one that I have to go back to America to do it. And so
Oh.
um, we wrote the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to grant me an exception to go to either Athens or Bucharest to the Bulgarian embassy
Mhm.
there to get my visa D, and they granted it. Doesn't happen with everyone. Actually, it's quite uncommon that they grant exceptions,
Okay.
but they did for me. So after that, I have this, it's called like a long term stay card that I have to renew every
Mm.
11 months. I need to do this for
Okay.
5 years. So I need to renew it 6 times because it's 11 months every year. And then after that, I can apply for the 5-year residency card. So I've
Okay.
renewed that card the last time I need before I can apply for the residency card. And then it's another 3 years to apply for citizenship if I have kids. If not, then 5 years.
Wow. It's a long
Yeah.
process. I
It's a
wasn't
longer
expecting
process
they
than
to
a
do
lot.
that.
You would think in Bulgaria they would be really easy about it. And the other thing too is the migration office here, the immigration office, nobody speaks English. They're dealing with foreigners all day. I guess that gives more
Yeah.
jobs to translators. It's a very communist structure. Okay, great. Yeah, more jobs for translators. Great. And they always just their attitude is very like we hate foreigners, and they're the people who work there talking to
We should be
foreigners
helping.
all the
Yeah. Yeah. But sounds
yeah.
familiar. That's everywhere. I think. Like, I mean, you always have the stereotype of the people. I don't know. Now I get all the foreigner offices against me, but uh, it happened to me in multiple places. Like,
Yeah.
it's a very common struggle. Bureaucracy and offices of foreigner affairs in the countries
Yeah.
are normally the places where the people feel that they are hostile against them,
Yeah.
and it's ridiculous because it's the place where you should be helped to become part of this. But it's also like,
Right.
I don't know, with the Balkan countries it's also very different between them, because I for example know that Albania process for visa for Americans, it's super easy, for example.
Hmm.
And then from one country to the other it changes so much. So it's like I was curious on to knowing how difficult it is in Bulgaria, but it sounds like a very long process for non-Europeans.
Yeah, and the
It's
documents, it's not like available on the internet, when you
Hmm.
apply for the thing, you have to go there physically, get the documents, go home, fill them out, come back, and each time the wait could be very long. And then or they're on a coffee break, which is like all the time pretty much. And they're like never actually working. And then yeah, so for me, I have to get my husband to also sign a declaration that he will provide housing for me, even though my name is on the title of our house here.
Okay.
And it's just very maybe patriarchal. I don't know. So there's just like some really silly things that are part of the process. But after doing this 6 times, I got it down.
You get used.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there any particular Bulgarian traditions or cultures that you like or that you it stood out like you did never consider that this would happen, like any traditional thing that they do?
Oh gosh, I'm sure there are a lot of them. Like for New Year's Eve, kids beat adults with sticks that they decorate with popcorn. There is a day where like the men go dance in the ice cold water and drink a bunch of rakia. Bulgarian weddings are so much fun. Like there's a ton of drinking and dancing. But the dances here, they're the line dances, right? And you do
Mm.
them for 20 minutes sometimes. The song just doesn't stop.
Whoa.
Um, at the nightclubs here, you know how in the US at the strip clubs they make it rain dollar bills, right? Well, here
Mm.
it's the coins, right? So it's painful. It would be more like hail than making it rain. So what they
Oh.
do is they get so what they do is they get napkins, like cocktail napkins, a whole sleeve of them. You buy them for like 20 leva, which is like
Yeah.
10 euros, and you throw napkins at the nightclub, for example. Not the strip club, just the regular
What?
nightclub. It's really
Okay.
funny, yeah. I don't know, there's just constantly funny stuff happening. That's what I'm saying. You have to have a great sense of humor to kind of navigate immigration and culture and stuff like that.
I think you already touched Raki. So Rakia being one of the traditional like
Yeah,
whole Balkan, like everyone does their own Rakia.
yeah,
Favorite food or drinks from Bulgaria that you discovered during
yeah.
these years living there, like.
I love everything that has to do with eggplant. Um, and they make like a really nice eggplant with ground meat with cheese on top, and it comes with tomato sauce. I
Mm.
think, also one of the things that I love about being here, and I think Europe in general, is that I can actually eat dairy. In America, I thought I was lactose intolerant, which is very common for Asian people. It turns out that I'm
Mm.
actually casein intolerant, which is another protein in milk, like lactose. Um, but
Yes.
European cows and American cows have different casein protein. I can actually eat dairy from European cows. And
Okay.
I've just, yeah, so there's like everything from like milk to cheese and yogurt, and in between there's like things between yogurt and cheese. It's like strained yogurt. And then there's like there's just so many kinds of dairy here. It's a very, very dairy country, and everything is just delicious.
Mm.
So that's something I discovered that I didn't have access to at all before. Um, the tomatoes here are
Didn't
the
know that the
best. They
cows were different.
Yeah, yeah, it's called A1 and
Yeah.
A2 casein cows. Anyway,
Okay.
um, then the tomatoes, the pink tomatoes, they're like this big, the size of your head, and
Mm.
they're very, very sweet, especially during the summer. Um, oh gosh, Bulgarian food in general is just
What about
very
drinks?
fresh. Like huh? What's that?
What about drinks? Do you have any favorite
Drinks.
drink from Bulgaria that you say, oh, well,
Not rakia because I am not a hard liquor person. If I drink hard liquor, I will puke, so not my thing. But Bulgarian wine is very good. Just even when you go to a restaurant and you order the house wine and they homebrew it, it's good. I mean, it's just so easy to get good wine, cheap good wine here. Um, what else? I'll have to think about that one. I'm sure there's stuff. There's Ayran, which is like the
no
yogurt
worries.
drink as well.
Yes.
Um, Tarator as well. It's like the yogurt with cucumbers and dill and garlic and walnuts. It's like a soup, but you can drink it out of a mug as well. It's like a soup drink. It's very
Okay.
refreshing in the summer. Yeah. Um,
Nice.
yeah.
Are you a music person? Do you
I
like
don't
any
play music.
Bulgarian music?
Yeah, I have been to quite a few Bulgarian concerts. Anything from like jazz. There's a lot of jazz where I live. I've been to a lot of operas as well because I live right next to a theater, and so every time they have an opera, I try to go. In terms of Bulgarian pop music, yeah, I actually have been Bulgarian rock bands even as well. Um, and then the traditional music, yeah, I've been to quite a few festivals. They have a lot of cultural events as well, where I've heard like the more like kind of like yodeling, but Bulgarian, like the
Hmm.
traditional, um, it's not yodeling, but it's like village music as well. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. I listen to way more music being here because it's just a part of the culture and the lifestyle. Yeah. I've been to Bulgarian
Nice.
pop concert as well. It's yeah, pop singer. All kinds, all kinds.
Very cool. Maybe the last question before we jump to the second part and we talk a little bit more about the dream method and your
Mhm.
entrepreneurship and how you became a coach, etc., etc. But
Yeah.
if someone of the listeners needs to visit Bulgaria right now, what is your must see or must do experience that you need to recommend to them?
I would recommend the free Plovdiv tour. They also have a free Sofia tour. The free tours are great. They're like 2 hours long and you tip at the end if you like it. And they're very comprehensive. The guides are great. I personally know many of them. Um,
Mhm.
it's a great way to learn the city. And then after that, you can decide where you want to spend more time.
Cool.
Yeah.
So with that, I would say that we can jump directly to the second part of the episode. If you liked this short video out of the full episode, you can find the link to it around here and in the description below. Of course, if you are also interested in checking out other episodes, please subscribe and like.